Today, we're diving into a genuinely fascinating, almost unbelievable concept that is completely taking the digital publishing world by storm. It's a system called Cozy Co-Author. Now, whether you're an aspiring writer who spent way too much time staring paralyzed at a blank page, or you're just curious about how AI is literally rewriting the economics of digital platforms like Amazon, you're in the right place. This framework offers a wild glimpse into the future of book creation, so let's unpack exactly how it works.
So here's the big question we're tackling. Can an AI system actually co-author a best-selling novel in just a weekend? The creator of this system, Soren Jordanson, claims he used his specific two-file framework to generate a complete, publish-ready 236,000-word trilogy in just 13 days. I mean, let that sink in for a second. We're talking about 3 full-length novels generated essentially over the course of a couple of weekends. Traditionally, writing a single novel takes months, if not years, of grueling daily effort. Producing 250,000 words in less than 2 weeks? That completely shatters our traditional timelines for creative writing. It really forces us to ask how that kind of output is even possible.
To figure out how this whole ecosystem functions, we're going to break it down into 5 quick parts: the AI publishing promise, the cozy fantasy gap, the Kindle Unlimited engine, the 3-step process, and finally, proof and the product.
Let's start right off with part 1, the AI publishing promise.
The whole pitch centers around solving a notorious hurdle in the writing community. You know that reality that most writers abandon their novels right around chapter 7? That is the graveyard where most story ideas just die. But look at this claim regarding the Whiskers and Wildwood trilogy. Jordan Cosson published these 3 books under the pen name Kit Ellis in less than 2 weeks. By acting as a director rather than physically typing every single word yourself, the focus completely shifts. It's no longer about the isolating act of writing, it's about the strategic act of publishing. You're creating a digital asset that keeps earning passive income day after day. It's really treating book writing less like an art project and way more like building a highly efficient product pipeline.
That brings us to part 2, the cozy fantasy gap. To make a rapid publishing system like this viable, the creator couldn't just pick a genre at random. He targeted a highly specific, very intentional, and underserved audience. Enter cozy fantasy. If you aren't familiar with this genre, think less dragon slaying and more running a small-town tea shop. It's village drama instead of sprawling, war-torn empires. This subgenre really exploded out of the anxiety of the 2020 pandemic, and it provides readers with this warm blanket feeling. It's a deep sense of safety and comfort that is still surging in popularity today. Readers want low stakes, they want warmth, and they want a place to escape where they know everything is going to be okay.
And the market demand for these stories? It is absolutely massive. The data shows a staggering 41.3% growth in science fiction and fantasy book sales from 2023 to 2024 alone. Take a book like Travis Baldrey's Legends and Lattes, that literally started as a self-published novel about a bloodthirsty orc who decides to hang up her sword and open a coffee shop instead, and it became an absolute phenomenon. It proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that readers are just ravenous for low-stakes, high-warmth content, blowing the doors wide open for new authors to step in. Here is where the real gap in the market opens up. These cozy readers are, frankly, rabid consumers. We're talking 4 to 8 books a month. When a reader finishes book 1 at midnight, they aren't going to sleep. They are downloading book 2 immediately. They are quite literally reading faster than traditional human authors can physically type. That insatiable hunger is exactly what this AI-assisted system is built to feed. It's a perfect storm, really. A genre demanding constant, comforting content, meeting a technology capable of generating it at an unprecedented pace.
Moving on to part 3, the Kindle Unlimited engine.
Okay, let's look at the underlying economic engine making this all work. It comes down to the math of Amazon's Kindle Unlimited, or KU. For readers, they pay a flat monthly fee, so trying out a brand new book feels completely free to them, zero friction. But Amazon pays the author for every single page turned. So a full read of book 1 might yield $1.20. But a trilogy, that yields $3.60 from the exact same reader in the exact same binge session. Because of this, KU heavily incentivizes long, bingeable series over standalone novels. In this ecosystem, rapid volume is absolutely the name of the game. Write a 10-book series that keeps a reader hooked, and you exponentially multiply the value of that single reader.
But listen, volume means absolutely nothing if the writing is terrible, right? We all know what raw, unguided AI sounds like. It often produces choppy, overly dramatic slop. You get sentences like, sleep came in pieces, restless, thin. It's full of exhausted cliches, and readers will drop a book like that by page 1. But the custom Claude AI framework yields grounded, highly specific prose. Instead of generic drama, you get something like the woman had been having the same argument with the rosemary for 11 years. It's quirky, it has personality, and most importantly, it actually reads like human-authored cozy fantasy. That jump in prose quality is the vital bridge between AI generation and actual market success.
Which leads us perfectly into part 4, the 3-step process.
So how do you consistently get that polished prose? The creator lays out a highly structured procedure that fundamentally shifts your role from staring paralyzed at a blank page to acting as a high-level creative director. Step 1 is planning. You spend about an hour answering 14 multiple-choice questions to generate comprehensive story bibles and character profiles. Step 2 is writing. This is where you direct the AI to draft the book, chapter by chapter, over about a week. You review, you tweak, you guide. And step 3, publishing those generated files directly to Amazon. You are essentially managing the AI like it's your own personal freelance writer.
What's crazy to me is the actual tool under the hood. It isn't some fancy, expensive software. It's literally just 2 text files, but they are incredibly dense. One contains 780 lines of craft rules, voice profiles, and logic specifically engineered to prevent common AI tells. You know, those flowery adjectives or robotic pacing that give away machine-generated text. By relying on the Claude AI model, which has the massive memory stamina needed to maintain voice consistency across 25 chapters, the system acts as strict guardrails. It forces the language model to behave like a disciplined professional genre author.
Finally, let's look at part 5, proof and the product.
Now, obviously, claims of AI-written bestsellers are going to invite skepticism. So the creator provides this brilliant piece of third-party validation. He took the AI-generated manuscript and fed it into an entirely independent AI model, Google's Gemini, for a blind review. And incredibly, Gemini concluded that the prose was too restrained, stark, and masterful to be standard AI output. It literally assumed it had to be written by a human. There is a wild irony in having one AI effectively praise another AI's work for being too authentically human. But hey, it proves the framework's guardrails are doing exactly what they're supposed to do.
Even more compelling, though? An actual 5-star review from a human reader on Amazon. And get this, she completely missed any AI tells. In fact, she even pointed out a minor continuity error, an animal playfully changing gender between books, but she treated it entirely as a quirky, human-authored mistake. It's kind of the ultimate compliment in disguise. She found the series so engrossing and heartwarming that she actually bought the books to keep and reread after finishing them for free on Kindle Unlimited. That right there is the ultimate test, a fan genuinely loving the story.
Ultimately, looking at this whole ecosystem leaves us with a really profound question. If dense, targeted text frameworks can now architect entire, bingeable book series that independent AI and paying human readers alike believe to be human-crafted, how will this redefine the business of writing tomorrow? What does it actually mean to be an author when your primary tool isn't a pen, but a 780-line text file? It's a fascinating shift in what it means to create, and it is already unfolding on digital bookshelves today.